Hi everybody, Bob Stafford, Trainmaster Bob here. Well, it's been another month, first week of February here, and I've got some more work done the past month. I finished putting the sub-roadbed and the cork roadbed in on the bottom level, and I have the, I guess you call it a non-helix, installed with the cork roadbed on it. We climbed to 15 inches up to the second level, and I've got all the track in place to install down here on the bottom level and finish that up. That'll be the next job, and then finish putting in all the feeder wires to all the tracks. I've learned the hard way the last couple of layouts that if I don't have feeder wires after I ballast the tracks, the glue gets into the rail joiners, I think, and the next thing I know I've got dead spots. Or a year later after I ballast, all of a sudden I have a dead spot in a piece of rail. I think the glue, moisture gets in there and it corrodes the inside of the rail joiner and it loses contact is my guess what's going on. Anyways, I'll take you around here and show you what I've done. And remember, if you like this, to hit that thumbs up button and to subscribe to the channel. There's a view from the house north side of the room of my helix. What I've got going on here, I'll show you. This is Lodrick's in-scale track right here. I got a double track oval running around here for Lodrick to run his in-scale trains on. He asked me if I could do that for him. Gladly did it. And then this is the HO track coming up here and working its way up the side of the mountain. I just picture this filling us in with foam and then putting trees and probably rock casting up in here, and trees, and some rock casting, a retaining wall or something down here. This is an overall view of the yard from the south end of the room here. See, I got the picture happening here is the bottom level track here. In front of it's going to be the Delaware River. We'll come up again, and Lodrick's in-scale track will be on the top level here, and backdrop's going to go down the frame, but it's all framed in there eventually. Now what I picture here is just putting a small rural in-scale town, just center road, probably with a farmhouse, a couple of houses, and trees, fields, something like that. That's how I'm going to scenic this part of the railroad. Just be real nice and simple. And then the feature will be the Delaware River alongside of the right-of-way, coming around the end of the curve here. And then finally we have a view of the helix from the south side. What I envision happening here is eventually we'll have a curved bridge going across here, and then this track, all these tracks here will go into a tunnel portal, and then we'll have this track up here exposed. So as you come around, you're coming in on this track over here first. You're going to flip around, you're right here, you're going to come here, and you're going to flip around, then you're going to come up here, and flip around, and you'll end up here, going into the second level. So this way, as your train progresses through the helix, you'll be able to see it coming in and out of the tunnel portals and up the side of the mountain here. This is going to represent climbing the east side of the Poconos is the way I look at it. We're coming from the Delaware River and we're climbing up to the top of the Poconos. And we can, just like all the railroads did. I'm also, this is a constant 2% grade, so I did plan on a small helper spur down at the bottom of the hill. So if we ever want to run a helper to push trains up the hill, as they return back from Maybrook, we'll be able to do that. Just I'm building it in for the future in case we do decide that for operations. So right now I'm using a DigiTraxx zipper to run the bottom circle here on the layout. This is just temporary. I don't have my bus feeder lines in yet, or all the drops from the tracks going to the bus feeder or any of that thing done yet. So when I do get that part of the railroad done, and this DigiTraxx zipper will go out to the work room and be used for testing, and in conjunction with Decoder Pro for fixing things up out there for locomotive decoders, CVs, things like that. On the back wall over here, I've installed a pull drawer. It's going to have the electronics in it. Installed the DigiTraxx DCS-10, and I've got 5 circuit breakers from Tony's Train Exchange, being called the DCC Specialties, and then I've got them going to the switches in the back there. And I'll be dropping from them leads to go out to buses, so I'll have 5 different buses going out. 5 separate power districts on the railroad from here. Once I get that far, just planning for the future. And our power district is located just at right angles to Maybrook Yard on the lower level here. I have all the cork roadbed installed over top of the sub-roadbed here in the lower level now, on both the HO and the N-scale right-of-ways. I glued the cork down with Titebond Quick and Thick multi-surface glue. That's become one of my favorite glues to use these days. And I followed a tip from Lance Meanheim that he had in the recent series, The Model Railroader. They're starting to build a new project layout about using lightweight spackling compound to spread into the joints between your cork roadbed. And that is what I've done. As you can see in the cork here for number 6 switch that I have laid out here, I filled all the gaps in with the spackling compound. And the same thing, as we go around, you can see where the gap is in the cork. Right here's the N scale for Ladrix trains, and I've got the spackling compound into this. So now I gotta go and sand it, and that's the next thing I'll be doing. I'm using a Stanley Shore form tool to go over top of the cork and along the sides of the roadbed. I've used sanding blocks in the past too, and I just found that this was a far more better way to go over your cork and make sure you get everything down nice and smooth. Reading Joe Fugate's Make It Run Like a Dream book and things, he's absolutely right. The time you spend now in getting your roadbed prepared and getting your roadbed absolutely smooth will save you countless headaches in the future. And that's what I'm trying to do here. I've learned that the hard way. Well, that sums up what I've managed to get done this month. Plan to get it done now during the month of February is to get the track installed on the N scale and the HO both this month. I'm going to have to build two fast tracks number 6 switches for the HO side over here. I got all the material together, haven't actually built one yet, so it's going to be a new learning experience doing that. And I want to work on getting the bus wire in over here for the HO and the bus wire for the N scale and start wiring them up and getting them hooked into the main DigiTraxx system. So that's my goals, what I want to improve to do during the month of February. We'll see how things go, how many other extracurricular activities I get assigned to do. It takes me away from this during the month, but it's all good. So remember, if you thought I gave you a good video here, to give me a like and subscribe to the channel. So this is Bob. Say goodbye. Remember, model railroading is all about having fun. So get out there, run some trains, build something, enjoy yourself as we enjoy this best hobby in the world. Bye.